Alright, so we're checking out the only game that sums up this year by allowing you to drive a sun uncontrollably through the entirety of existence. It's Solar Smash. Solar Smash is a game that allows you to break shit ridiculously, but I didn't realize just how stupid this pause button they added is. What it allows you to do is pause when you're generating the different items, and it multiplies the force of the items even though it looks like one item. I'll show you exactly what I mean in a second. I have to mention that today's game crashing, civilization ending insanity is sponsored by Raycon. But since talking about them would be boring, I'm gonna cut them in half with a chainsaw. More on that later. See that? That is the normal blasty thing. Now, obviously, as we know, we can bring up the power of the blasty thing, and it gets a little cooler, but something else that you can do, let's see here, where haven't I shot? Ah, Florida, is you can pause the game, and you can click, I don't know, let's just say, 10 times. You know what, let's go for 20. And then you can release. And the devastation that you get is packed full of 20 times the original power. So today, we're going to slowly build up the ridiculousness in all these different items. And since I don't think there's a limit to how many different weapons you can use when you pause, in the end, we're gonna pause and we're gonna use every single weapon in the entire game 1,000 times simultaneously. I mean, if I can go more, I will. I just don't know if the game will actually not crash. This isn't the only thing this works for. Remember the planet destroyer beam? See this here? This is one single planet destroyer. Rookie numbers. Look at that beam, limp. Now what happens if, say, you pause the game and then you use, oh, I don't know, 10 of them? I definitely want to slow this down because I have a feeling this beam is going to be much more girthy than the last beam. Yeah, go ahead, just park right in front of Panama, fantastic. All right, the spaceship, which is actually 10 spaceships all just compounded together, begins to spread its legs. You can actually hear the beam getting more pissed off than normal. It's about to throw a small sun at the planet. It's like, here's your 2020. Honestly, you know what? That beam wasn't good enough. Let's do 50 of them. Okay. Now things are getting better. There it is. I like how that 50 times planet destroyer screwed up the planet so much that there's actually a deformation in the back. The entire planet is filled with limitless lava, and somehow the game is like, 28 million people deserve to still be alive. This is basically the population of Australia, isn't it? Oh no, I think I just crashed the game. God, what's gonna happen if I go to like 1,000 of these? All right, real quick, I wanna grab this. I wanna make it the urine color. Pause. Line up Florida here. Okay, we've got 100 times power on the blaster right now. Galacticus or whatever just went to the bathroom. He shook his wiener. This is like the one droplet that came off. All right, doesn't look too bad for being 100 times worse than normal. I mean, you know, it just killed 500 million people in one shot, which is pretty decent. I just need to show you something too. So that's the damage that did. This is what this would normally do. It's a pretty significantly larger crater. I think the other thing that we could do is probably like unpause for just like a split second and then throw like another 100 and see if they hit slightly deeper than the first ones. We still got 6.8 billion people left to murder, so what do you want? My sole purpose in this game is to find out different ways to completely glitch the entirety of the damage you can do. Here, we'll do 2 different colors, yellow and red. A little blood in the urine. All right, there's our original chunk. Operation Kidney Damage. Go. All right, there's Thanos' urine. Somehow there's only 1 million people that are dead, whatever. Huh, the blood never made it down here. Okay, so I learned why our thing didn't double up. You have to at least move the planet when you change the laser types, then it will work. And if you notice, you can do an infinite amount of lasers. I did about 10 of them, which is pretty interesting because they all decided to hit on this area and it turned the planet into a really, really jacked up bowling ball. So something else I just learned, you can stack the missiles as well. So normally the highest amount you can do is 100, but I clicked it 50 times. So there's currently 5,000 missiles coming for Earth. Sweet Jesus, here we go.
These are my Raycon Everyday E25 earbuds. This is the chainsaw I'm going to use to cut the Raycon Everyday E25 earbuds in half. The Raycon Everyday E25 earbuds start at half the price of normal earbuds, which is good, because there's probably only going to be half of them left when I get done. Do you know who loves Raycon earbuds? Mike Tyson. Do you know who's never cut their Raycon earbuds in half with a chainsaw? It's also Mike Tyson. Their 6 hours of playtime makes it easy for me to listen to all the audiobooks I want to, because I'm an uncultured swine who doesn't like to actually read. Raycons come in a wide variety of patterns and colors, which is good so that you can make sure that they match your power tools you use to slay them with. Okay, let's cut them in half. You know, Raycons make fantastic holiday gifts. So let's say you just got your new Raycon earbuds when all of a sudden they happen to fall onto a piece of wood that you were cutting.
So you paired up your Raycons with Bluetooth when all of a sudden you decide to drop the hammer. Raycon, son!
I have no idea where the actual earbuds went, but you can find your own at buyraycon.com/GrayStillPlays. For a limited time, you get 20% off instead of the typical 15% off. Thanks for sponsored by Crazy Ass Raycon.
They do spread out a little bit at least, so the pain is, you know, not all in one single place. I am kind of curious just how much of the planet is going to be left when all these are done hitting. The fact that there's still a billion people left is kind of impressive. Still 369 million. Okay. All of them are done. There's like one missile that doesn't know what to hit. Look at it. It's just like moving in a circle. What the hell? It blew up here. What happened to the planet? The planet's like surrounded by some sort of weird corona. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. I need to pause this because what the hell is happening? Look at the middle of the planet. We opened up like a different dimension or something. It's a real physical item. It's got a curve and everything. I mean, I guess I'll just watch to see what it does. It looks like maybe part of the explosion or something. Okay, so 5,000 missiles legitimately destroy half of the entirety of the Earth. Hold on, we need to do more. Okay, game, please still work. So I decided to do 10,000 missiles. I don't know what this was. I must have like convulsed thinking just how many people are about to die by my hand or something. Prepare your anuses. It's gonna be like a really bad 4th of July. There we go. Look at all the missiles just like go into the blackness of the Earth that no longer exists here in the middle. I feel like the weird death ball that we are creating in the center of the planet is slowly getting bigger. I like how there's just no sound now too. Oh, it actually blasted through the entirety of the planet. It's like a little keyhole effect over here. I find it interesting that the damage of the 10,000 missiles isn't really that much better, except for the fact that, you know, we went through one side of the planet and out the other side. Okay, quick question. Can you spawn more than one Cthulhu at a time? All right, I think I've gone with 10 and the game instantaneously crashed. I want my 10 Cthulhus. You're not taking this from me. You know what, let's go with 20. Alrighty, take them. Oh, sweet Jesus. Yeah, they're on top of one another. The game barely moves. There we go. The entrance of Cthulhu is much more impressive now that there's like, you know, he's Super Saiyan 20. All right, there come the tentacles. Let's see if there's any additional damage that happens. I like how everyone's already dead. I haven't even started. What the hell happened? How is everyone already dead? It was just the image of the ×20 Cthulhu. Everyone's like, ah, fuck it. I love how somehow the South Pole is still frozen. It's weird, most of the world has some frozen parts. I still don't know how everyone just died of fright. That's the sound of Cthulhu ×20. It is a grinding death moan, like horrific planetary anger wails. All right, so there's the rip of the Earth. I don't really think it did more damage to the Earth than normal, but I do think it's interesting that it killed everyone before a single point of damage was actually done. All right, I need to know. We're doing 100 Cthulhus. Okay, so I misclicked and we're actually at 101 Cthulhus. It's like Dalmatians, only a lot angrier. Here we go. I'd like to find out exactly at what point everyone just decides to die too. Right there, instantaneously, everyone just dies. Cthulhu doesn't even touch the planet and everyone just peace outs. I'm actually gonna let this one go at full speed to hear the sound, the droning sound of anger Cthulhu. Oh, come on, baby. Don't break the game. Yeah, the corona of explosion is just getting bigger. That's all that happens as I begin to add more and more Cthulhus. Don't mind me, I'm just, checking to see if this works with the space worms. Because if it does, that could be amazing. And then it's time to bring out the auto clicker and go into numbers that shouldn't be possible. Okay, I've decided to go with 75 space worms. The fact that my computer is already beginning to sound like it wants to leap out of the screen and strangle me to death means that more than likely, we are getting more than one space worm in one area. I don't know if they'll all follow the same path. Look at them all. Yes, they all go different directions. Oh, it's perfect. There will be no survivors. What the hell? What are you guys hitting? There was no Earth out there. Were you just getting pissed off of the atmosphere? Earth meat. Yeah, it destroyed the Earth pretty fast. It doesn't have the record of destroying the Earth before even something happens though, like Cthulhu. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and click repeat. And we're going to go ahead and repeat 1 million times. All right, go ahead and click pause. I mean, we might as well start with this. Jack it all the way up. Urine. And go. Yes, I'll go have a sandwich and come back when 1 million clicks is done.
A few hours later.
Okay. 1 million clicks. Here we go. Okay, so I might have to go down to like maybe 10,000 clicks because the game is broken. Oh God. Oh, I didn't realize. So I screwed up and I clicked off of my auto clicker too early. And now this is happening. God, it's like a horrifying urinary tract infection. I can't stop. So after that assault, this is what was left. Okay. I managed to actually let it go all the way through this time. It doesn't look like it's gonna be any better than 100 or so. Okay, it may be slightly better. When there's only like a sun nova that's the size of the entirety of North America, it just doesn't seem that good. So what I did was 10,000 of the planet destroyers. We'll see if this ends up any more powerful than our previous amount of planet destroyers. It's looking pretty good so far. The little blasty ray's starting to get out of hand. Rain, fire, just do it. There it is. That is a thick piece of anguish. It basically looks like a supernova that goes like 5,000 miles into space. Right now, things are moving at like 1 FPS. I do appreciate that most of the population will be dead before the radius of the blast actually reaches them. Ah, it's a lovely donut of death. See, this donut doesn't kill you with calories. It just kills you. Not really sure what this is over here. It looks like maybe dust particles. It's probably just the souls of whoever was there at the time. We're a little bit higher than Florida, maybe. So I don't know, it's probably like Tennessee this time. There's sound effects in the background, like the game is still running, but I think it's a giant lie. The Earth is going to permanently have a lightsaber going through its core. So I wanted to see if you could use 1,000 of the asteroids. Turns out you can. This is what happens when it hits. Remember how they were talking about like the one asteroid that was gonna come slightly close to Earth? Holy Jesus, the damage. Okay, real quick. I need a baseline, hold on. Yeah, see, that's the normal damage. That's the 1,000 damage. I mean, I'm just gonna take this opportunity. I have to reset the game every single time I do this. I just want to see if I can go higher. I feel like I've been really abusive to the USA lately. They're gonna end up putting some sort of injunction against me. All right, so slow this down. Although by slow, it's actually still pretty fast. There's the initial hit. Obviously, everyone in North America is immediately vaporized. A good, you know, eighth of the planet is removed from existence. And in the end, we end up with about, 2 billion people dead? It looks like I can't stack more than 1,000 of the asteroids, or if I can, it just doesn't show up as any more damage. So something I learned that you can do is you can stack the asteroids on top of each other if you slow things down and then pause and then alternate. Hold on, so what you do is you pause. All right, see how we've started? And then this, and then do it again. And you end up what looks like a literal cylinder of death. You don't even have to be there doing anything. It just happens on its own. Look at what it does to the Oh wow, the ones were like flaming as they entered the atmosphere. That was kind of new. They don't normally do that. I wanted to see if it would let me throw 1,000 of these all at once. So it looks like there's just one. Like if you look at it over there, it kind of looks like one. But then when oh, what the hell? It's like a crescent moon of death. The only difference is this moon ruins people's lives. So, oh. There's like a bunch that's just chilling in the middle now. I mean, let me go ahead and just clear these up real quick. Hold on. I like how the game is like, yeah, there's still 4.4 billion people left. Why not? Where are these people living at? So I stacked 1,000 black holes on top of one another. The black holes don't even show up. There's death coming out of the planet. Where the hell is it coming from? The black holes aren't even visible. The damage isn't actually happening to the outside of the planet either. What is it, just sucking the innards of the planet up? What the hell happened? I mean, I have to real quick perform like some, like an incision here. Doesn't look like there's any additional damage. I think it just broke the game. I mean, knowing this, what I'm gonna do is go through every single item now. I don't even know if it'll let me do this, but I'm gonna try. Okay. I've done 100 of everything in the entire game. Oh my God. Oh God. I love how all it is just a red outline of death. It wouldn't let me do 1,000 of each, but it let me do 100 of each. So here is literally everything in the entire game. Times 100. Look at the chunks of the planet moving into Cthulhu. I think that's from the black holes. Here's all the worms. Oh God. Please don't crash. Half of the planet is already gone. There's nothing for Cthulhu to take. He doesn't care. He's like, I'm greedy. There has to be some survivor that's left. All right, the weird like nebula pocket is still there. So the worms are gonna be chewing on that, and the planet destroyers are all the way last. I think their beam is finally coming in now. What the hell are the worms eating? There's nothing there. It's got the graphics as if though they're actually chewing on something. It's just like dust. And with that, takes a long time. But there we go. The planet is finally no more. Well, we did it. We used every single thing simultaneously times 100. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed this episode of Solar Smash. Till next time, stay foxy and much love.